Yes, sir. It's your boy Kyle, the Kid, and Mega the Boy, and welcome to another episode of Vibe with Your Boys podcast. How you living? How you feeling, Mega?
Cool and warm.
Staying dry. I heard we got a storm coming. You prepared? Good?
Don't matter.
Or you just winging it? You don't really give a fuck type shit.
As long as you got water, you good.
Okay, all right. You said it, not me. If you haven't noticed already, we got a special guest with us, Nemchel.
Yo.
What's going on? How you doing today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Life is good.
Once again, appreciate you for coming through.
Of course, my pleasure.
We're winding down in the year, kind of in November. How has your 2022 been up until this point?
Up until this point, it's been a roller coaster. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like,
I keep hearing that.
Really?
Yeah,
from other people too.
Up and down. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, right now I'm good. Like, I'm level headed and everything. Everything's going real smooth for me. But like, the beginning of the year, like, I felt like I was going through hell. Like, I was in a terrible toxic relationship, and then I don't know. I was just
a terrible toxic relationship.
Down bad, emotionally, mentally, financially, all that stuff. But then I took a turnaround. You know, it's crazy how when you cut somebody out your life, everything, the sun starts shining brighter, the wind, the air feel crisp, and then I ended up getting a new car. I got my first apartment.
Oh, you was bossing up.
Yeah, of course. So right now everything's good.
So, I mean, off the bat, I forgot what song I was listening to, and you was basically saying that now that we're not together, like, it's too late. Don't try to come back no more. I'm on to better things doing me. So is that something, I'm not sure how many times you've suffered a breakup, but is that something that it just naturally happened? You got all things to start getting better for your life, or you try to be like, okay, let me boss up my life after those type of things happen?
So me, like, when something like that happens, I have this habit of becoming a workaholic. Like, so to keep my mind off of it, I become a workaholic. So like, I find anything to occupy my mind and occupy my time. So it ends up nonetheless leveling up, like, regardless. Exactly.
You might as well do a breakup once a year.
You're right. I probably should. For real.
Keep bossing up. So let's get into it. Nemchel.
Yes. You said it right.
Yeah. People usually don't say
what?
Right.
I've heard
Nemchel a lot.
I hear Nemchel, like 3 syllables. I've heard Nemchel. I've heard Natasha. I've heard.
They didn't even try. They're rude.
What the hell? But you said it right, so I'm happy you said it right the first time.
Got to. So where did it start for you? Where you from?
I'm from Vero Beach, Florida. Originally, I was born in Haiti, but I'm a Florida girl at heart. I've been here since like kindergarten, so I mean.
The people, like, you see, people just went from like Haiti to Vero Beach. They ain't
pretty much
stopping Broward or nothing.
No,
like that.
no. They had like people that they knew in Vero, so they let us stay with them, and we just kind of just stayed put and just grew up there. So yeah, I'm from Vero. Originally born in Haiti.
County?
No, Indian River.
Oh, you see?
Stop playing. You knew.
I did it.
You knew that wasn't Palm Beach County.
That's crazy how like this,
bro.
Places in Florida I never heard of, like Indian River.
I mean, I've heard of Indian River County. Like when I drive past it and I see that sign, like when I'm going up. But I really didn't know.
There's nothing there. Don't go there.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming y'all got beaches though.
Of course, it's the beach. I mean, it's on the outskirts of Florida, so of course we got beaches, but it ain't nothing.
So how was life growing up for you in Vero? Like, since there's nothing there, what was you doing to occupy your time?
I was home in my room. First of all,
this old lady had you on lockdown. That's what it was.
That's literally what I was about to say.
By choice.
That's literally. No, I mean, I'm still a homebody. I think that's because of the way I grew up.
Of course.
But yeah, like I'm from Haiti. Like, I got Haitian parents. Like, they don't play with their daughters. So I really couldn't do anything as far as growing up. So it was school, church, home. That was the routine up until like senior year high school, pretty much. So to occupy my time, I was just into music. So I did orchestra in middle school to high school, and then I self-taught the guitar and the keys, and then I started recording after high school. So
after high school?
Yeah, after high school.
Okay, so singing. Let me guess. I'm about to take a guess.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Wild guess, ain't
A
it?
wild guess. Like you was like singing in church and stuff. Like
My mom really wanted me to. I was just never really into it. I was in the choir for a little bit, but it was nothing like extravagant. Maybe like one or two songs here and there, but that's about it.
Did you not just feel like comfortable to do it, or you wasn't like showing your voice, or like why you never?
I think both. Like at that time, I never really sang in front of anybody, like solo wise. It was like a group of us.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start doing anything individually until after high school, which is when I started recording. So
what made you take that step to do something individually? What happened?
It really happened by accident. So, I had a friend on Instagram, that had posted like a snippet of him in the studio, some snippet of a song. And I was just playing. I could cuss, right?
Yeah.
I was just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let me hop on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a feature. I said, let me get a feature. And I was playing. I was bullshitting. I really wasn't serious because I don't know nothing about features. I don't know nothing about music at the time because I just don't know anything about it. And then he's like, all right, pull up to the studio. I said, for real? So I pulled up to the studio and I went in the booth and I just laid down my part of the track. And then ever since then, like I just kept recording. So it really wasn't intentional.
So just from that experience right there, it just turned into something that
it set stone for where I am today.
Okay, for sure. Were you writing a song at that point, or you just was going in and just playing around?
Yeah, I wrote that song.
Okay.
When I came in that first time.
All right. And from that point, how did the confidence build over time to continue to go to the studio to where you find yourself singing in front of people alone?
It took a good little while. I still kind of get nervous, but like, I don't know. I get nervous before I get on the stage now, but once I'm on the stage, like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, the nerves kind of go away. But before then, I don't know. I was always doing stuff like either shows or interviews like this. Just constantly being social and interactive made me have no choice but to be able to have that confidence in standing alone in some type of spotlight. You know what I mean? So that's how I did it.
Now, through your journey, how early or when in your journey did you meet up or link up with Leak House to start working with them?
That was also it's funny how that works. So I had been originally recording in Orlando. Shout out to Track Set. And then I found myself just kind of wanting to separate. No bad blood or anything like that. I got a DM from Leak House talking about, hey, you should pull up to the studio. We'd love to have you. Could set up a session, whatever. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I get DMs like that all the time. You know what I mean? Like studios trying to get me to pass by.
At that point, people would just constantly randomly hit you up.
I would get. I get a lot of DMs, and that's just one of the ones that I usually get. So I kind of just brushed it off on the shoulder. Like I'm like, I don't live down there, so I don't know when I'll be able to push up. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you for reaching out, type shit. But then I had a friend that booked a photo shoot because at the time Leak House was also a photo studio. It's still a photo studio. My friend had booked a shoot there, and I was a part of the shoot. And I seen the Leak House logo on the door. I was like, "Dang, this looked familiar." And then Drew introduced himself to me, and then we just been like cool ever since.
Okay, guys.
Basically,
so it was one of those things to where you brushed it aside, but
it ended up happening anyways.
Yeah, it led you to there. And then, how has that experience been working with Leak House, working with Drew, and helping you in your career so far?
It's been great. Like, Drew is like a big brother to me. He's like a mentor that I didn't know I needed. He's just been like a real good guidance to me because when I first met him, I was 19, so I'm 24 now. And I was still figuring out me as an artist, how I wanted to go about doing things and my sound as well. And he just kind of just pushed me and made me persevere in my music. So whenever I would come down there to record and I'd be done recording at like 3 or 4 in the morning, he'll text me the next day, be like, all right, when you coming back? I'm just like, you want me to come back? I didn't know you wanted me to come back. And he would just like push me to just continue recording and recording and recording until I was able to record myself and I got my own equipment eventually. But he's just always just been by my side and just like helps me make business decisions and just make the right moves.
For sure. And now when it comes to your music now, just your artistic style, are you writing everything or sometimes are you just going and just feeling the beat, feeling the vibe? And
I used to sit and write with a pen and paper. I don't do that anymore. I don't know how people, I tried to go back to it, but I don't know how people do it. So how I record, I usually like to listen to a small portion of the beat. Like I usually know if I like it or not within like the first 15 seconds. 15. It got to be 15 seconds. If I don't like it, I just don't like it. I try not to listen to the whole thing. So I'll load the beat and I'll just press record and I'll just lay down some melodies out or maybe a couple words or something here and there. And then I'll structure it how I want to structure it. And then I'll put the words in afterwards. But as far as like sitting down with a pen and paper, listening to the beat over and over again, I feel like that's torture. I don't know how people do it.
By the time you're done recording the song, you don't even like it no more.
You don't even like it no more? Or like, I don't know, sometimes, I don't know if you notice when people record, some songs sound repetitive or like their lines are like the same cadence the entire song. And it's like, damn, can you switch it up? I feel like that's because they're sitting there writing to the song.
Yeah, trying to catch everything.
Listening to the beat on replay like that. But when you record just by going with the flow, I feel like you create just a better record overall.
Okay. Now I've asked the last few artists this question because I feel like subject matter and what people decide to talk about has become like more and more prevalent in this society. How do you feel about speaking on your personal life and your music, and when it comes to talking about others, like you said, exes or fallouts with friends, and you put it into your music, do you feel like it's your right to be able to talk about that type of stuff?
Hell yeah. That's my experience.
Okay.
Of course. All I write about is my experience and shit. I be talking shit about people, but that was my experience with you.
You ever put a name on it?
I've never put a name on it because I don't do free promo.
Oh, shit.
Hell no. I'm not putting no name on no song. What the fuck?
Okay, so that's the reason, and that's the reason that's preventing you from putting a name on it.
I would never put a name on a song.
Have you ever felt like putting a name on it?
No, I've never felt.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll probably go real into detail into the song so that if know that this song is about you, like ain't no
wondering.
Nah, you know for sure it's about you. But as far as the name, hell no.
Okay, because one of the reasons why I mentioned it, there's been like backlash from like Drake speaking on like his personal stuff with Serena and just different things.
Drake different.
What you mean?
I don't know. I don't know if I could put an ad on it just yet. I don't know. Maybe in the future I could put an ad on somebody's name. But
you feel like Drake different? Like he could just do that?
Yeah.
But even then, I'm saying like people are saying like, oh, why are you speaking about it? I mean like that it is his ex. He's not talking about her. He's talking about her husband. But isn't one of those things where people feel like, oh, chatty patty, or you're talking about another person? Or do you think like, I mean, it's his life, his story as well?
Of course it's his story as well. He has a point of view and he's just recording the shit, his own point of view.
Yeah. So now when it comes to you, has anybody ever hit you up like, why are you talking about me? Or
No? I don't think they got the balls to do it.
To hit you up?
So they did it, take it to the chin?
I got a mouth. Like I be talking some shit.
Speaking of that, it was a post and I commented on it. You was like, snitching ass nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I come up like, snitching ass nigga too? Golly. Like.
Yeah, all the above.
That's tough.
All the above. I meant every word.
So, all right, let me ask you, unrelated to like music itself, right? When a woman breaks up with a guy, and you start to go down a whole list, like the list you was going down, what is the thought process within yourself to be like, I was with that person too? No, like.
I feel like it just be blind. You just be blind. That's it. And you don't see it until It's basically
You don't be blind. Your head be up. You don't want to see it.
okay. We be blind. Love is blind. Love is blind.
Like,
You be trying to look over all the bullshit.
Like this, and you mean like.
No, for real. You be trying to look over the bullshit when you really fuck with somebody. You try to accept the flaws and the shit that be wrong with them. But then later on, it's like, damn, why am I putting up with this shit? Like, you a lame ass nigga for real. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I can tolerate a lot of stuff, but not snitching. Listen, red flag, red flag. I'm playing, but no, I'm not. But so when it comes to things like that, right? Mm-hmm. And you going in so hard, you feel like you have to do that because it's your experience. You don't feel the need to filter yourself when it comes to that.
I don't feel the need to filter myself at all. Because who gonna check me?
I mean, the people would like to know.
Nobody gonna check me, so I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
Sure.
It's my song. It's my song.
Okay. Now, when does it? Because you listen to artists, and then you could see, like, kind of hear them referencing a relationship to like where it's been like 7 years or 6 years ago. Can old relationships from the past still inspire you to make new music, or you feel like after a certain time it's just like I'm not even talking about that no more?
I think it can, but it really depends on the person, like how that relationship really affected you. Okay. I mean, if it was like some really traumatic shit and you don't want to talk about it anymore, that's understandable. But me, I like to talk about things that are current.
Okay.
So like I kind of write about shit that's happening right now. It's kind of like an audio diary. Like my music is like a audio diary in a sense. That's how I like to look at it.
Okay. Has any guy ever kind of like hit you with the Irv Gotti and like just been constantly bringing you up way after y'all have like ended stuff? So that's real. You mean
like bringing me up like they can't get over me?
Yeah, like I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Irv Gotti and Ashanti situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that? To this day. How long?
Get my name out your mouth. It'll never happen again.
How many years has it been?
7, 8.
7? We going on a decade, brother.
They don't believe in statute of limitation?
No, not at all. I don't think so.
Dang, so you wasn't even much 18 yet.
Yeah, I was around 18.
18.
That was around my age. 17, 18.
How do you deal with something like that? Do you like even address the person, or you just keep it moving?
I just keep it moving. What can I say? You're not letting it go. Should have let it go. I let it go. Years ago.
How long does it take for you to let go?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. That's what
completely, I'd say like I can't even put a timestamp on it. Like everybody's different.
Have you ever broken up with somebody and then within the next month had an interest in somebody else?
Of course.
Damn. Fuck.
So when did you have the interest in the other person? When did the interest start? It happened after you broke up. Can you
grieve the relationship a little bit?
But listen. But listen, like when, not to toot my own horn, but when you're a pretty female,
yeah, of course,
like men are constantly pursuing you.
For sure.
So when you let one person, I'm the type of person like, if you're gonna pursue me and I want you to pursue me, I'm gonna let only you pursue me. You know what I mean? All these other people, like, I don't even see them anymore. But once that's over, now it's like we got this sea of options that I can choose from. So why would I want to sit and soak and hurt and, you know what I'm saying, be by myself when it's like it's all these other options that are just waiting on me to say yes?
Okay, understandable, very understandable, especially coming from an attractive woman's point of view, even more understandable. But I must say, that being said, when it comes to you having those options, I'm not saying, every single time. You said, a month, maybe.
Now, I definitely wait more than a month, though.
Do you spin back, though?
Spin back on who? On what?
Exes, like breakups, like...
Me spin back? I'd never spin back. They gonna spin back, for sure.
Okay, but do you accept them when they spin back?
Do I accept? I have never accepted anybody that spun back.
So you one and done with it?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Only one. You can only tell me you done one time. It's like, mean what you say. You know what I mean?
We just had a heated argument. Words was flying.
Nah, I mean what you say. Stand on what you say.
Shit, you strict.
Yeah.
So
I'm not with that whole I'm done and then break up every 2-3 days. Like
yeah,
I've
of course,
never I've done that. Maybe I've done that one time in a relationship, but it wasn't like every 2-3 days. But it was like an on and off type shit, and that shit is exhausting, mentally, emotionally, like exhausting as fuck.
Right.
Like I'm not about to be doing that shit. If you say you done, that's done. Is what am I to say? I'm not begging nobody. Like that's what you said. Stand on what you said. All right, you done. I'm gonna go about my separate ways.
And then you're gonna accept it and you're gonna start crying.
Crying? Nah.
Yeah. What it is then? What it is then? What it is then?
It depends on who the person is. Like, damn,
So
I've been hurt. I've been hurt a couple times.
So if you're gonna cry, not to say that you do it every time, but if you're gonna cry, why not try to spin back or just figure it out? You just leave it at that.
It's like if somebody tells me they don't want me, why would I ask them to reconsider?
Maybe they was in the moment, heat of the moment type shit. And I'm sure they came back a few days later, a week later, like, no, I didn't mean that shit.
Fuck that. You meant it.
Say what you say. Stand on it.
You meant it. You said it. It was on your chest. You said it.
And that applies for you too as well. You're not gonna say it unless you actually.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that.
So what? Instead of saying I want to break up, what will you say to let the person know, like, I'm fed up, but I don't want to break up, but I'm fed up?
Typically, I don't like heated art.
I'm gonna say leave your phone on lock.
No, I don't like arguing. I hate that shit. So me, like, I usually just stop mid argument and be like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you later.
Are we gonna talk about the conversation later?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, you can't just you know what I'm saying? You got to talk about it. But me, like, I feel like when people argue with the emotions, they say shit they don't mean.
True.
And I don't like saying that shit. How you be, you know, that's how the back and forth shit goes. Like when you say you done, when you really not done, I don't be doing that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
so
you arguing not for understanding, but you arguing to hurt each other.
Exactly. There's no resolution. Nothing can be fixed when you guys are, you know, both of you are trying to prove a point. Your side, my side, and no point is ever going to get across when you both angry. So you can only have a conversation with level heads. So I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you later. Whether that's a day or two, whatever, we'll talk about it then.
That time to decompress and then we'll address it later on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Have a situation ever ended and looking back at it, you like, damn, this probably ended too prematurely?
No.
No, you know what I'm saying?
It ended too prematurely, like,
damn, we probably could have really figured it out.
No.
It's something in the waters in Vero Beach, man.
Yeah, they're not cutting it. They're not cutting it up there.
No, like me, I don't know. I've just... It's like once you cut. Like there's no uncutting what's cut. Like you can put a Band-Aid on it. At the end of the day, it's still cut. You know what I mean?
Unless you get some like good aloe vera. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You put that bit over the wound. And no scarring. No scarring.
Nah, I like to say what I mean. So if you cut, you cut. Like there's no double backing. Like I don't like that shit.
Now with your music, of course, you talk about stuff like that, breakups and heartbreak and being in relationships, but you also, you know, like a song like Energy is more like upbeat, you know, good vibes with like, you know, kind of Caribbean feel to it. How is that making music like that for you? Like what type of vibe do you have to get into?
That was a little different. I'm not gonna lie, because like you said, I record a lot of love songs and heartbreak stuff. I wanted to step away from that just for a little bit to kind of just experiment some other shit. And that's what came about. That's what came about. That's how it came. Is
there more of that type of music from you? Or that was just like kind of a one-off test?
It was a little test run. I like it. I definitely want to continue to experiment with it. I don't know. I just feel like I'll be in my bag with the heartbreak shit because I'm going to talk my shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, I'm going to run a nigga in the dirt with my heartbreak shit. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Shit.
What are your best, whether women or men artists that you feel like they just, that heartbreak music, they just got it on smash, like they got it on point?
Heartbreak music, they got it on smash.
Like Keisha Cole, like.
Ooh. Keisha.
Mary J.
Dang, how could I forget her name? K. Michelle.
K. Michelle.
K. Michelle.
Okay, Michelle.
You know, it's way more artists than that. But I'd say my favorite artist, like, not even on no heartbreak shit, just more on versatility, and I feel like she just has an amazing sound. Her. And I'm gonna say it every time. Her.
And of course, she's been out for quite some time, but she's more of a newer artist. So when did you realize, like, damn, she's my favorite? Like, I felt her tough.
Probably, I started listening to her a little bit after high school when she first came out. Basically, like, debuted, and I just kind of been stuck on her ever since. Because I personally see myself in her, like, a lot of similarities. So I can relate to a lot of the stuff that she does and the way she goes about moving within the industry. I just fuck with it real heavy.
Gotcha. And being that, like you said, you make that heartbreak love music, is it a mode that you have to get into to make that type of music, or it's just something that you're so good at that how the music I'm making is not actually an indication of how I'm actually feeling right now?
I feel like I have enough experience in the bag, enough relationships in the bag to write a couple songs without having to be going through it at the moment. But I feel like when I be going through it at the moment, that's when I write my best shit, because it be in my chest. Like, I gotta get some shit off my chest right now type shit.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, the reverse of it is being in a happy, healthy relationship. How does that affect your writing?
I don't really be writing a whole lot of happy shit, but right now I'm very happy. Right now I'm very happy, but I don't know. I haven't been in that happy bag. I'm still in mine.
Okay, so let's say you are in a relationship, right? And you are happy and everything's going good with the person, but of course you're writing these love breakup songs. The person you're with, of course, they shouldn't like look at anything that you're saying in relation to them. It's just you making the music.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Kind of like how when Beyonce made Single Ladies, but she was with Jay-Z.
Of course.
So at that point, it's not reflecting your current life, but you're drawing from the past.
Yeah, drawing from the past, or just drawing from the past. Just past experience.
Even if you're in a good relationship, could like something like an argument or like a difference spark
absolutely
a song? So at that point your partner's listening to it like, we was arguing about that shit 2 weeks ago. Like how should they feel?
They shouldn't feel no type of way. Like, you just inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I take it as inspiration. You just helped me write a motherfucking song. Don't take it as, I don't know, me talking shit, but I might be talking shit, but at the end of the day, it's still art.
Yeah.
Now,
of course, over the years, you've amassed a following, a fan base. People love you, love to hear your music. Where do you see this going? Like, how has the process been?
As far as growing?
Yeah, growing, like the growth you've occurred.
Like, when it occurred? Like, how it occurred?
Like, throughout the whole process, like you growing, like you meeting people telling you like they love your music to where you are now. Like, how has that been? Like, are you like shocked sometimes when you see like how you're doing?
I am shocked sometimes. Like, I just be minding my business, and then somebody will come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, like, I love your music," and then they'll name some stuff, some songs that I've had, or like, and they'll ask me for a picture, and I'll be looking real bummy, but I never say no. But I don't know. That's something I'm not used to. I don't know if I will get used to it, but because I don't know. I just feel like I'm just like a regular person, just like, and then people just come up. Fans just come up. I don't like calling people fans, but they be fangirling, and I don't know. It's just something I got to get used to. But I like the feeling though. The feeling is good.
Do you get like, your music has helped me through a tough breakup or things of that nature?
I've had some people send me like DMs and paragraphs of how I've helped them, whether it's through music or if it's just them like watching me do what I do as far as inspiration. I get a lot of messages like that all the time.
Do you have any dream collabs?
Yes. You mean like the big people, or like It don't matter.
Locally big.
I'm gonna have to say her. Like
her.
That's like on top of the list. Her for sure. Make some crazy magic.
Now, with somebody like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you get into the industry, of course, you already talk about your creative process, but how do you feel as far as like working with like an artist, as far as like, I don't know, The Dream or like these great writers to make that perfect song? Or do you feel like your music is so personal that it has to come like directly from you?
No, I don't think. Me personally, I like to write all of my stuff, but I'm not opposed to having other, creatives and stuff like that because, more two minds are better than one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like having somebody like, The Dream and just these crazy writers like Nyjah as well, would do nothing but just elevate me, my artistry. So I'm down to do it. But as of right now, I write all of my stuff, but experience wise, no, I feel like a lot of people go through heartbreak shit. So I feel like if it's relatable, it's relatable. It doesn't necessarily have to come through me. So somebody else could, say some fire ass shit that I didn't think of, but like, dang, I can relate to that. Let me write it down.
Can you see yourself writing for others? Absolutely.
I really want to. I really want to write for others. I have some records like some demos that are just sitting in my computer that I feel like I could just give away. But I just haven't found anybody that I feel like could really kill that shit.
And as far as working with like the local artists, like of course I've seen you at Ancestral Greatness. You performed there before. You have a good relationship with Greatness. How is it working with other artists on the come up like you? Like, are you selective with it, or what do you go off of?
Like my requirements to work with somebody locally.
Not much of requirements, but like, how do you? I guess you could say that, but it's how do you go about it? Like, is it somebody that like people could come to you and you just decide like I have to like your stuff, or you usually find that you go to them to work as far as?
I usually go to them or they'll come to me. Like, if I go to them, it's because I've probably seen your work live and I fuck with it heavy, because something live and like on the internet are two different things, two completely different things. Or somebody that's just real personable, like that I feel like I could relate to or just vibe with. We could create some great shit. You know what I mean? If somebody comes to me though, like I'll do my research on them before I even respond. Like, how you get the notification before I even open the message. Like, all right, let me type in their page, and I'm gonna just do a little lurking before I even respond, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. When it comes to something like that, being that you are growing and things like that, do you feel like you have to kind of more so limit yourself, or you just open to like the networking?
I'm open. I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I can't work with anybody. How am I supposed to say that?
Like, as long as like they're talented and you focus.
Yeah, as long as you're talented, you're creative, and you're serious about your work, why not?
For sure.
You know what I mean? I don't want to work with somebody that's just bullshit and they're just like,
just because they may have a name or whatever. Or
no, I don't want to work with nobody that be bullshit, because I don't bullshit about my work. So I don't want my name on something that's bullshit. You feel me? Because my name is really all I have, and I've put a lot of work into my name. For sure. So when you hear Nemchel, like, I feel like my name hold a good amount of weight because I done put in that work behind it. So I'm not like super selective, but it's like, you got to be serious about your craft. Like, if this is really what you want to do, like, take it serious, and then we'll go from there.
Now, I feel like I've kind of seen some stuff of you trying to like flirt with like rapping, and as far as like, it's like sing rapping on the beat. Like, are you trying to like flirt with trying to, spit some bars out there? Like, how
I just feel like I could do that. I just feel like, as far as I have versatility as an artist. So if I wanted to sing some hardcore R&B shit, I could do that. Or if I wanted to slide on some Lil Baby shit, I could do that. Because I'm just like that. Everybody's not like that though. Okay. So I take advantage of that, because I feel like if I could do all this if I could just be versatile, like there's always going to be space for me, no matter where I go.
True. They can't box you in.
Exactly.
All right. Now, as well, I do want to ask you a few things that are going on. There's been this thing, right, with Nick Cannon and the amount of kids that he's had.
Yeah.
And more. Besides that, there was something with Summer Walker and her making the song "Fourth Baby Mama." And I think Nick Cannon's on like his 12th baby mom right now.
Is he? I lost track.
I believe so.
I lost track.
Is there any convincing somebody can give you to make you be the number 5?
Oh, hell no. Oh,
number
fuck
13,
no.
baby mama?
Baby mama is not even like in my terminology. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that I will ever be a baby mother.
You believe the person that you select to have a kid with or be
is going to be my forever.
Forever. Mm-hmm. And none of those people are
one
from
and
the
done.
past.
Hell no. Fuck no. Damn. If it was, they'd still be here today. But they're not. So I'm moving on.
I'm hearing you talk about this interview, right? I don't know if they that bad or you just don't fuck with them.
No, she's straight.
But it's like, shit, you make them sound like they dirt bad.
It's like, damn, once I give you I feel like I give people chances and I'm understanding and like, I'm open-minded, but it's like, once you just...
friends with an ex?
Can I be friends with an ex? I'm not friends with an ex right now, so probably not. I would say no.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, she did.
I don't know. I feel like I've kind of ended on bad terms. I've ended on bad terms with everybody. But that's their fault, not mine.
Oh, no. You know what?
Don't give me that bullshit. Wait. Don't give me that bullshit. Every one of them has done some foul shit. And once you do that foul shit, it's cut.
So what does Nemchel do wrong?
It's cut.
What? Give me, show me behind the mask.
I'm perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's your answer right there.
That's what she do right there.
Yeah, I'm perfect. No, but for real, like niggas just be doing foul shit. Niggas be cheating. Niggas be lying. Niggas be on every other bitch's dick. Like, I'm not with that.
Do you feel like every guy cheats?
No.
Okay, that's real.
There's no circumstance where you could take back somebody that cheated on you, or stay with somebody that cheated on you.
Stay with somebody that cheated on me, like that fucked somebody else.
I mean, however you want to describe it. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you.
Is that what you're saying? Like
it was one time though. It wasn't an affair. It wasn't an affair.
One and done. Like no. The answer is no. What the fuck? If somebody physically fucks another person. It's steps to fucking somebody. You know that? First of all, you have to find them attractive. You have to think about doing something like that. You have to get them in a secluded place. You know what I'm saying? It's steps to fucking somebody. You have to take your clothes off. It's foreplay. It's all this shit. Like all these steps, and you still chose to do this shit? No, I don't want that. It's cut. Fuck no. I'm raising my voice. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's cut.
Has every actual relationship you considered a relationship ended because of cheating? Or sometimes there's just certain issues that you can't look past?
Both. Yeah, either cheating or lying.
Lying about what, though? Like
about cheating.
It'd be like, I don't know, some of these guys are like compulsive liars. It'd be like, they lie about stupid shit. Be like
going out.
The grass is green. They'd be like, no, it's blue. I swear it's blue. I promise on my mother it's blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be stupid shit like that. And then when you lie about stupid shit, you're gonna lie about big shit. So now I'm always questioning and accusing, and arguments happen and bumping heads all the time. Yeah, don't give it that side eye.
You be going through phones?
Woo! I'm not saying that I never have, but it's not something I like to do. But it's like, to the point where if I feel like I have to go through your phone, something's not right. You know what I mean? I shouldn't feel like I have to go through your phone. I shouldn't be side-eyeing your phone whenever you step out the room or get up away from it. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, then something ain't right. You're not to be trusted.
Yeah, you going through some phones. All you doing is getting more content for the music. You gonna find something.
I done found some things now.
Man, you gonna find
and that's why they're not here today.
Has any relationship that you've been in that didn't work, was any of it your fault? Like,
Like, have you ever looked back and been like, I could have did this better? Like,
I could have did this better.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah, I didn't think she would.
I'm gonna have to say no. No.
Okay, so why is Nemchel perfect? That's the question I would ask.
Get down to the root.
Get down to the tutor. What makes you perfect?
Like, I don't play with people. People play with me.
Oh, okay.
I don't play with people.
Once
It's like
you in it. You committed.
I'm in it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I get it from my mom. Like, that's how she told me the story about her and my dad. So like, I always keep that in mind, that she was like a one and done type of person. So that's kind of how I am. Like, if I fuck with you, I'm only fucking with you. People don't have that tunnel vision that I have. So it's like, they have wandering eyes, and then wandering eyes lead to physical things, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I
don't like that shit. So no, I am the perfect one. I don't be fucking up.
What are some of your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables
besides cheating and lying.
Yeah, that stupid one.
Like off the bat, before I even really know somebody, like,
you're not bending, you're not switching off this.
It has to be this way for you to be with me.
It has to be this way. I tried the kids thing. You can't have no kids.
Oh,
that's a non-negotiable.
That's a non-negotiable.
For how much longer though? Because as we get older, it's gonna be harder.
As you get, I'm young though, so I'm gonna take that.
Okay,
I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But as I get older, but I don't know if I'm gonna be that old and single. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you, Michelle. I'll be 100% with you. I don't know.
I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Why would you keep it real now?
I'll be real with you.
But non-negotiables, yeah. As of right now, for my age where I am, no kids. Mm-hmm. You just gotta be like stable and open-minded, and you have to understand me as a creative. Like, you can't be insecure. You have to know where I'm gonna make sure you know where you stand, but you also have to know where you stand. You know what I mean? Like, yourself. Like, I can't just tell you. You have to know. I'm gonna try to tell you. I will tell you, but you have to know yourself. And the insecure shit, I hate that shit. Like, that will make me cut you off real quick.
Hold on. With is it Money Long?
Money Long.
Okay. When the situation where, Drake called her to the studio way back in the day. And
she fucked up.
And her boyfriend at the time, who was
insecure as fuck. Fucked up a bag.
Her boyfriend was the brother to her manager, told her not to go, and she didn't go. What are you doing in that situation?
I'm going. What do you mean?
And after you leave the studio, like, the relationship is done, or?
You don't have to deal with it. Like, if I didn't do anything wrong, like, what is there to be? Shit. That's that insecure shit. Like, I would invite them, but if they're not there, like, if you're just not there, you just gonna have to be able to trust me. Like, that's just how it is. If I say nothing happened and we was just working, you're just gonna have to accept that. Like this. Take my word.
Once you get with somebody, they have your full trust.
They have, of course.
And only something like cheating or lying can kind of break that trust.
Cheating, lying, or miscommunication. Like, miscommunication can go a long way.
So you're big on that.
I'm very big on that, because like, it could be the smallest thing that could have just been talked about. You know what I mean? That could really fuck up our relationship. So communication is a big thing for me. Okay.
Now, with that being said, because you're busy, you have a lot to do. Your music, I'd seen the other day you was in Atlanta. Now you're here. Communication, of course, has to be present, but what about making time for that person?
That's where communication comes in. So I will communicate when I have time, and we'll make that time together as a unit. You know what I mean? And we'll go from there. Like, I won't have, like you said, I'm pretty busy, so I'm not gonna have every single day to spend time with you. Like, sometimes we might just have to schedule a day, be like, okay, what are you doing Saturday? Let's make time to spend some time Saturday or something like that. You know what I mean? That's communication. We're communicating something like that instead of, not. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, for all those who may be interested, I mean, we kind of just gave you the rundown on, what to not do, what to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot more than that, but.
Yeah, you might be able to get your toe in the dough.
Yeah, just maybe a toe or two.
Yeah, you might get your toe chopped off.
So what's next for you? End of the year coming up. Are you working on a project that you hope to release next year? Like, what are the plans?
I am working on a project that I'm hoping to release next year, but as of rolling out this year, I want to roll it out this year. Mm-hmm. I really want to drop a song this month. I'm really just waiting on something from a producer before I could do that. And then we'll go from there. But as of now, I want to say I have like a 7-song EP ready to go.
Okay.
Or in the works of being ready to go for next year.
Top of the year?
Top of the year. I have 2 music videos that I've never released or never posted, and I'm just like, why am I holding on to this shit? Let me just...
Yeah.
So, yeah, top of the year. Just let that shit go.
Who are the people that's helping you? Like, you have a team? Or is it really just like...
Truth, does it look like I have a team? From you looking, like, from your perspective.
I would say yeah.
Yeah? Really?
I mean, I ain't say you got an army behind you, but I would say, you got a few people helping you. I would think.
I have people help out as far as like a solid like unison where we just like brainstorm things together. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily, but I do have people in place that like play certain parts that I reach out to when need be. Mm-hmm. But as far as like a team, it really just be just me. You know what I mean? But when I have ideas or just like questions or just need some guidance, I know who to go to.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And lastly, so all that being said, how do you deal with stuff when it gets overbearing? Like you just been here, there, you're stuck on something. Like, how do you like relax, decompress? Like, what is that for you?
Relax and decompress. That's a good question because I feel like I don't do that. I feel like
you don't like to relax.
I don't. But it's like the things I find relaxing you might look at as working.
Okay.
So I don't know.
What is a relaxing day for you?
A relaxing day for me. Waking up early in the morning to go to the gym.
Okay.
Making breakfast, probably cleaning, vacuuming, wiping shit down. Organizing shit, cleaning out my car. I don't know, giving myself a car wash, probably going to the mall, maybe pedicure or whatever. Like I stay very.
You can't sit down.
I can't sit down. If I sit down, it's like a very short period of time, and then it's like, okay, I got to get up and do some shit. That's a relaxing day for me. Doing laundry and wiping shit down. And
after a day like that, you feel relaxed, like your head feels clear.
I do. Because everything is clean.
Like you feel like the next day you're ready to go ahead and do even more stuff than you were doing.
Yes. Because, I don't know, I feel like I have a clean slate to work with.
Okay,
I understand.
I get that. You're putting things in order.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That's what I see as relaxing. I don't know. Some people might... Hell no.
I got you.
But like, I can't sit and just not do anything. That will drive me crazy.
So you can't just put on a show, watch some Netflix, watch a movie?
While you clean.
While I clean or cook something, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, check my emails. Or...
All right. So, with your significant other,
that's different.
Okay.
That's different. That's different.
Then you can relax and kick your feet up. Okay, now we getting somewhere. I was trying to figure out.
That's different. By myself, no, my mind is just like a whole bunch of shit. But when I'm with somebody, like, I'm busy, so I made that time for you. Mm-hmm. So my attention is on you only at this specific time while we have this time together. Like, I'm not about to be doing a million things that I would alone, with that significant other. If we're watching a movie, we're watching a movie. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. My phone's down. My mind
is killing you that you're sitting down watching a movie.
It's not killing me because we're spending that time.
She's in a different mode.
Yeah, I'm in a different mode. Like, yeah, that's how I make it work.
For sure. Well, let the people know where they can find you at, tap in, what you got coming up.
Well, you can find me everywhere at Nemchel, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Wherever you want to Google me, you'll find it. Getting ready to drop an EP, top of the year. I don't want to say the name just yet. We'll just wait till that time comes. But yeah, it's Nemchel. Just Google me. You'll find me. Everything.
Google
me.
Most def. Do your Googles.
Nigga.
Of course.
thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, Nemchel. We out.
Yeah, dig.
Yes, sir.